Good morning, everybody. Monday, June 17th. Normally, I like to do these videos after I've worked out for the day. I've thought about my thoughts and everything, but prior to my workout today, I wanted to put some thoughts down. So there'll be a fitness portion to this video, maybe forward 4 minutes if you don't want to hear what I have to say prior, and that's fine. But what I wanted to say was, the first thing is a few weeks ago, I put out a video and I talked about this decision I'm waiting on, and it hasn't come in yet. I hope it goes my way. And I think it's fair to the audience or to whoever watches these videos. What I'm talking about is the cover of my next book. And there's basically two covers. There's one that I love, and there's one that they really are partial to. And, you know, in publishing, you know, and I'm very real with people, I'm not a Stephen King. If you sell millions of copies of books, they pretty much let you put whatever you want on the cover. That's not me. Although I have a lot of published books out, which I'm very happy and proud and thankful for, you know, I'm not Stephen King. And I also appreciate tremendously that the publisher wants to put out another book of mine. With me, it's about outdoing my past work. Now, Complete Physique for me was, for me, a near perfect book. I can't outdo that cover. I can't outdo the contents. That was the culmination of an in-gym transformation. A lot of my knowledge over the years in one book. Outdoor Physique, I said, I got to get out of the gym. I have to do something I haven't done before and help people that don't like the gym. Hence, that's what that book is about. So for me, you know, the cover is very important because it's what initially attracts people. Generally, you pick up a book from the cover, and if you like it, you flip the back cover. And then you open the contents, but you have precious few seconds to garner people's interest. So waiting on that decision still, what I want to say is I'm extremely thankful that the book is going to come out. And I think the fairest thing, because I used to be a screenwriter, I think I wrote 9 movies and 1 TV show. None of them ever went anywhere. The fairest thing about book packaging is what I do now, along with going to school again, is I can turn in the book or query a publisher to buy said project, and I can put it out exactly how I want. Now, there's usually little changes and stuff, but it's the fairest thing to me, whereas once you relinquish a screenplay, you lose all control. And I appreciate greatly that largely, when I turn in a book ready for publication, it's largely unchanged. So anyways, I thought that everyone should know that's what, I'm still waiting. I'll certainly let you know, but I want to say I'm very, regardless of which way it goes, because it's sort of out of my hands, I'm extremely proud and happy that that book is coming out. The other thing I want to talk about, for those that were wondering, but it seemed at the end of 2017 that I disappeared from Los Angeles. And basically, I was there for 13 years. I moved there from, I was working in Manhattan, living in Jersey City at the time, and I left there because I wanted to pursue screenwriting, and I thought I don't have really any attachments. Let me go and pursue it. So that's why I went out there. After writing all the movies, most of them which I think were really crap, I think that I wrote a gym show, a bunch of episodes, a pilot, and even a Bible, which the Bible is basically the characters and the arcs and stuff, like what the show is, the skeletal elements of the show. And I shot a small trailer with that. But I wrote a movie for Will Ferrell called The Eagle Scout, which I think would have been great. I still think would be great. You know what happens? He would go back to the Boy Scouts to complete the Eagle Scout badge. But the Scoutmaster would be his former high school bully. So I thought that would be funny. And the other one I wrote that I think would be pretty good was called Dax Hanna UFC, Ultimate Fighting Custodian. And a very similar movie around the same time came out, and I was pretty heartbroken. Now, I'm so thankful for living in LA for all those years, because it's fair to say, I think, if I didn't, all of the books and perhaps what I'm really supposed to do in this life wouldn't have occurred. So at the end, it seemed I disappeared, and I disappeared rather quickly, but what you don't know is I was planning it for a few months. 2017 came, I lost Mom in the first part of it, lost Dad in the latter part of it, and I had bad memories of living in my house that I owned there. And so it was very tough. I would go to work, personal train people because they're paying a lot of money and you have to, you have to deliver. It's not about you, it's about the client, and everybody is different with their goals and needs, and it was but excruciating almost on a daily basis toward the end to go to work because I had so much going on. But someone was on my side, it worked out very well. I now have a gorgeous home. I never thought I'd be in the South, but here I am. I have my dogs, my health. I'm very thankful. My first apartment was a real toilet in Brooklyn and a brownstone. And I shared, it was an old school style. I shared a bathroom with at the time, I think an 80 or 90-year-old man. You'd have to leave the apartment and go in the hallway and there was a bathroom, and it was atrocious. So to go from that to where I am now, I'm very thankful. And what I guess I wanted to say, and this video is going longer than I thought it would, but sometimes happy accidents can occur. And I think going to LA was a happy accident with where I am now. So allow happy accidents to occur. I think you have to follow your heart. I think sometimes you also don't have to know everything. I thought at the time I would be in LA perhaps forever. Never thought I'd be here. So life is continually malleable and moving, and sometimes you have to go along with it. My quest out here was for the next chapter of life to find peace, perhaps to finally have a family of my own, who knows, but it's a new start and a new beginning. All right, I wanted to put something in about the gym. So a lot of people, I feel when they go to the gym, they don't know what to do. It can be overwhelming, especially if you're a neophyte, if you're new, if you're uncomfortable or unfamiliar. I am a person that doesn't like to waste time. So when I see people, unless it's a cardio day, but go and do cardio first for a long period of time and then mess with weights, I just go, oh no. Maybe a 5 or 10 minute light warm up to get things moving, but do the resistance portion first. If you have questions, ask someone. If you're uncomfortable, which is a very normal human state to be, there's a lot of resources out there. There's books, there's videos. You can get a personal trainer. But I think you have to go in with knowing what you want and what precludes you from getting it. So if you said, I want to go to the gym and I want to lose body fat and my knee hurts, that's a lot of information right there. And from that, you can construct a plan and go and get goals accomplished and make things happen. There's a lot of haphazardness in the gym. Now, that doesn't mean not to experiment and learn what works and what doesn't. I certainly spent a long time doing that. I learned at a young age that I thought, my arms are looking better at once a week. Let's do twice a week. Let's do them every day, every other day, and 3 times a week. You know what happened? My arms shrunk. So maybe if someone had told me back then, hey kid, don't train your arms 3 times a week, I don't know if I would have listened. But sometimes you have to do wrong to learn to do right. But go in there and know what your goals are, anything, again, that gets in your way of them perhaps happening. You can work around almost anything. In LA, I had a pleasure of training a very, very determined, hungry gentleman, and his goals were to lose body fat and to gain muscle. And perfect for me, because that's, I'm a transformation specialist. That's what I do. And he had his neck fused. So that's all I needed to know. So we never, ever did squats with a barbell or anything resting on him. We never did standing calf raises. We worked around everything. And he made quite a transformation. So you can work around just about anything. Go in and know what you want and what precludes you, again, I'm going to repeat it again, from getting what you want, and get busy. The gym, I've said it many times, is the great equalizer. You can't buy it, you have to earn it, you have to work for it, and I think that's what makes it one of the most fair things in this life. Everyone have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you.